Hey everybody, Jack here with Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. It's been a bit. Oz has been putting out the last couple videos, and anyway, it's my turn to finally get back to working things. And today I am bringing you a crockpot pasta recipe. It's going to utilize chicken, tomato sauce, and cheese. Lots of cheese, probably. And penne noodles if you like penne noodles. So let's go ahead and get right into this. Alright, so diving right into our ingredients, we have some boneless, skinless chicken breast, just over 1.5 pounds. You can use thinner cuts if you want, but I wanted the thick stuff so I could get more out of it. We have 1 pound of noodles. We might use all of it. There might be some left over. I'm not sure. We've got to see how much will fit in the pan. We have 44 ounces of sauce. The recipe actually called for 48, but I could not find a 48-ounce jar, and I didn't want to have to buy a second one, so we're going to have to make it work. We have some mozzarella and Parmesan cheese. And then we have our seasonings. We're going to use some garlic, some pepper, and some oregano and basil. Maybe even some salt. I kind of doubt it though. I don't like using salt. The budget for this is unfortunately over $10 due to how meat costs now. So if this is more like a $15 meal. So if you can spare the extra dollars, this is what it'll get you. And it will be pretty dang good. So let's get right into the actually making it. Alright, so first up we're going to season the chicken a little bit. I'm going to add some basil, a little bit more, some oregano, then pepper, and some garlic, and I might add some salt too, why not? Just a little though, I'm not a big fan of salt. It's not good for your heart. Alright. Now, do the back side as well. I'm not going to bother because I'm just going to add some more seasoning to the actual sauce. So let's get to that. Okay, so this is not hard at all. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of sauce to the bottom. Hopefully not splatter everywhere. Alright, we got our sauce for our first layer. So you don't want the chicken to be completely sitting there forever. Now to add the chicken. And you want to leave these whole. Don't cut them yet. You could do this with frozen chicken breast, but your cook time will be much longer as well. So keep that in mind. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and add the rest of our sauce. Now, go ahead and cover it. Well, actually, season it some more if you want. I'm going to. And that. Stir it. And set it on high for 4 hours. And we'll get back to you when we're done. Do not open it. Just let it cook for the 4 hours. Don't mess with it. Just leave it be. Okay, so we're approaching about 4 hours later. Now we need to get started on the noodles. You could do the noodles earlier, but I'm just doing them now as I need them. So go ahead and get your water. You can salt it if you want and bring it to a boil, and we'll get back to it when it's done boiling or starting to boil. Okay, so while our water is getting ready to boil, we want to actually slice up our chicken. Not much point in leaving it as one giant clump outside of just cooking purposes. Now you can shred it with a fork, or you can cut it into pieces. I'm gonna cut it into pieces, or I'm gonna try to. So cut it lengthwise. It's extremely hot. I'm trying my best not to actually have to touch it. You can cut it in smaller chunks. I actually kind of like it just like that. I don't know how well you can see it. The fog might, well, the steam might be steaming up the camera a bit. But you can have it in shreds or chunks. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, you could leave it whole. I don't see why you would want to do that though. There's no advantage from it. Oh yeah, so I mentioned earlier I cooked this on high for 4 hours. Alternatively, you can cook this on low for 6. It just depends on what you're needing. or how long you're gonna have to be away, or how much time you have. Oh wow, yeah, that just shredded. That's amazing. Some soft chicken. Let's make those some smaller pieces. I'm kind of amazed at how easily this came apart. Wow, okay, yeah. Okay, so next we want to scoop it all back into the crock pot, which I have over here next to me. Okay, so after you add the chicken back to the pasta, just go ahead and turn it off and wait for the noodles to be done. But we'll get there when the time comes. Alright, so our water is boiling. We're going to go ahead and add the noodles. Alright, these specific noodles we will boil for between 10 to 12 minutes. Oh, and be sure to stir. Stirring, very important. Don't burn your noodles. Burnt noodles kind of suck. Alright, we'll see you in 10 minutes or 12. Maybe even earlier, who knows. Okay, it's been about 11 minutes. We're going to go ahead and remove the noodles from heat. Pray to God that they're done. And we're going to add them to our sauce and chicken. Okay, so I went ahead and added the pasta noodles. And you need to stir it up really well. Because the pasta is just going to sit on top and it's kind of pointless for it to do that. You want it to mix. So go ahead and give it a really good stir. And next up, we're going to add 3 cups of mozzarella cheese and a 1/4 cup of Parmesan. Alright. Now this you don't have to stir in. Okay, just leave it here on the top. Set it to high and cover it and let it sit for about 15 minutes or until the cheese is melted. And it is done at that point. Okay, I got impatient, so I decided to go ahead and just mix it all together. Otherwise, just let it sit on top and cook. But I kind of like to mix it. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now that's nice and gooey. This is like the perfect kind of pasta right here. Look at that, it's amazing. I could probably use more sauce, I guess. I'm a big sauce person. But I'm really looking forward to getting into this. Alright, so it's pretty much done. We're gonna go ahead and make a bowl, get some pictures, and try some. Cheese, that is extremely cheesy. I can't believe they called for 3 cups of mozzarella. Wow. Check that out. That doesn't clog the arteries. I don't know what will. Come on. Alright. Let's try this out. Fork. Alright, let's go ahead and get noodles, get some chicken. This is probably too hot, but that is pretty good. I would definitely try to have at least a little bit more sauce. If only I could have got that extra 4 ounces. Maybe I should have went ahead and sprung for 2 bottles, but getting 1 larger bottle was much more economical. Made sense, I guess, in a way. Just get more cheese. It just keeps going. Okay, there we go. Okay, I know exactly what this could use. As I mentioned earlier, use some more sauce, but it could also use some fresh oregano or basil as a garnish. Smells really good. But yeah, this is definitely some good stuff. Yeah, try and get a little bit more sauce. I highly recommend this. And if you have a crock pot, give it a shot. It's super easy. It's just time consuming, that's all. And so yeah, there you have it. That is chicken pasta done in the crock pot with penne noodles. It is dang good stuff. If only had slightly more sauce. But yeah, go ahead and thanks for watching. You can catch us here Tuesdays and Fridays pretty reliably now, most of the time. We also are on Facebook at Living Between Paycheck's Kitchen and on Instagram at Living Between. And if you're on Pinterest for whatever reason, we're also there. Check us out at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I believe it's the whole title. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, as I said earlier, thanks for watching. Go ahead and give us a like, share, a sub, all that other shill stuff. We'll go ahead and see you next time.